What's up everybody, my name is Kingston Chambers and today we're going to be talking about pump action drum gun springer blasters. And we're going to see which one will stand out on top. Let's do it. So in this video, we're going to be taking a look at 3 drum gun blasters, which are all springers and they are pump action. And we are going to do the pros and cons and see which one is the best and which one is the worst. So we got 3 contestants in this one. We got the Nerf N-Strike Elite Surge Fire, the Nerf N-Strike Elite 2.0 Shockwave, and the Dart Zone Villainator. So, first we're going to be starting out with the Surge Fire. So, the Surge Fire was this, when Nerf really started to, cut down the costs in the Elite blasters, and they got away with less paint, so there's a lot less paint going on these Elite blasters instead of like how it used to be. And it's a pretty solid 15 dart rotating drum blaster, pump action springer, and it shoots about 70-60 FPS, which is on par with 70 FPS standard for most Nerf Elite blasters in the market right now. And in the back, we got a priming indicator, which will let you know when you're primed. Like that. I don't think you can see it because it's very poor. Honestly, this one's pretty solid. You only got one tack wheel on the top, no barrel attachment, and no tack wheel bottom here. So, just a pretty solid pick up and go, and it does have slam fire, so you can run and gun through that entire drum if you want to, and just works pretty well. The grip is pretty okay, the pump is good, it's kinda smooth. I don't know, maybe for little kids it's not nearly gonna be that good, but it's not nearly that bad for me. But a pretty beginning blaster. But that came out in 2018, and then in 2020 we got a couple of upgrades. The Elite 2.0 version, of course, being a shockwave, but isn't an upgrade though, because something about this blaster is that it's just like the Surge Fire. You got some the same capacity, the same 15 dart rotating drum with some slightly cooler looking design on it, and this cooler ergonomics, and the grip is better. The trigger, it's like less smoother, it's very gritty compared to the Surge Fire. So that's it. And got a tactical wheel up top here, barrel attachment, stock attachment, and a tactical wheel on the bottom here. A complete upgrade when it comes to tactics compared to the Surge Fire. The Surge Fire is a bit smaller, as you can see, and pretty awesome they gave you a stock attachment point, because on the Surge Fire you just get this very poor garbage priming indicator, but on this it's pretty good, and the performance is a little bit worse on this. It hits about like 60, mid 50s, low 40s. There should have been an upgrade of the original Surge Fire, and there are some ways it got upgraded, but then there are some ways that it just didn't really stand out from its successor, or its predecessor. But it's pump action, pretty good. The pump is a little bit smoother on this compared to the Surge Fire, but maybe that's because I didn't really mess around or go hard on this rotating drum. When I pump it, the drum will not rotate, which is very disappointing. But the thing is, like, you know, like, at least you want to turn the drum to refill your blaster, and say, like, a kid's trying to do that, and then, like, they hear a snap or they break it, and then it doesn't rotate. And that means you just have to turn it like that. And the Surge Fire, I kept this around, and yet this, it works really well. And yet I got this at a Goodwill. I got this brand new from Walmart, and yet it doesn't even work. And just a worse kind of lackluster offering all around. But it does have some pros over the Surge Fire. So yeah. And all my problems go away with both of these blasters when this thing comes to play. Now this is what I'm talking about. This is the Primetime Toys Dart Zone Villainator, and this is a Dart Zone blaster, and this and this, these both retail for 25 United States dollars. This retails for $20, and yet both of them, you can't remove the drums on either of them. And on here, well, on the Surge Fire Shockwave, I haven't seen a way that you can, but if you want to remove it on the Surge Fire, just get a hole, like get a screwdriver, stick it in the hole, and boom. But instead of having to do all that, it's completely removable. And yet, it holds even double the capacity of literally, like, if you added both of these things up, plus the Nerf Fortnite DG, which is basically the same thing as the Surge Fire, because it does have Slam Fire. It looks a little bit cooler, and it actually hits very hard, like 80, 70, which is pretty good, but it holds 15 darts. And the drum is not removable on that, so 3 Nerf products that are very inferior to this. And the pump action is buttery smooth. And yes, it's very loud, but that's because how powerful it is. And even if you, like, if you rotate it, like when you prime it, pump it, rotate it, it's very smooth. And it has Slam Fire. And it does not skip darts unlike this. This doesn't even have Slam Fire. This does. And plus, it's a $5 discount with a very cool removable stock, which is quite really good if you want to shoulder it, with a cool little iron sight with buttery smooth pump action, with a removable 40 dart drum that is kind of bigger than the other 3, or I should say other 2, because including the ones that I only have. But just a complete clear winner, and it's one of the best blasters on the shelf, period. And it's my favorite Springer blaster of all time, just because how cheap it is, and just because how effective it is. And it hits harder than both of these. It hits 90 to 80 FPS, so it's boosting your performance, and it is giving you better darts, because DG, Surge Fire, and Shockwave, they give you Nerf Elite darts, and those are barely even good. But this, they give you 40 of the best full-length darts, which are of course Dart Zone waffle darts. They fly very accurately and very straight. So the reason why I want to make this video is, you know, it's like, yo, there's a bunch of options in the market right now, but there is just one that is a true winner that stands out from all the others. One that works very well and just uses better darts, has more ammo capacity, is more effective, and costs less money. For $20, the Primetime Toys Third Zone Adventure Force Villainator is your way to go with this. And plus, Slamfire works so well on this. Like, Surgefire skips duds. This, it barely doesn't even do that. And the other three are kind of hard sells, honestly. Like, first of all, the Surgefire just is kind of mediocre and you can't really find this in stores anymore. But one of them is a pretty poor little passing attempt on what a primary is trying to be. And then the DG is basically just if you're a diehard Fortnite fan. And it's clearly that the Villainator is a better blaster. Now, say if you didn't really care about performance and you wanted a tactical-based blaster, maybe this could be for you, because it does look, I arguably say it looks cooler than this. Like, the colors, it looks so much cooler than this. It actually has, like, that tactical cool flashiness effect, and not really any stocks kind of look cool on this, but still, it does look really cool compared to the Surgefire, which is kind of bland and boring. I love that pop sound though, like a very satisfying pop when you fire it. It kind of looks boring, you know, just kind of bland. I mean, the Villainator looks very good, but when it comes to like overall just great design and great looks, nothing really competes with this. So honestly, I can see a reason buying this. And then if you just want to buy a shockwave with if you just want to buy a shockwave, it just doesn't really want to have all that capacity and just doesn't really care about looks, maybe, but I just yeah. So honestly, if I give these a ranking, I'd say third place, DG, no, this is fourth place. I don't want to be completely negative, because I know I bought it, and I kind of do like some things. Maybe I'm just repeating some reviews from YouTube, because they're going all negative on this thing, but it's honestly not that bad. So it's fourth place, DG is, honestly, I'd say Surgefire is third place, because DG hits harder, plus it looks cooler, and just like has a more cooler aesthetic, and just hits harder. So honestly, fourth place, third place, DG second place, and of course, first place. So, DG's $30, by the way, but that's my kind of like pump action springer drum gun showdown video of these three blasters. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope I gave you enough information if you want to buy either of these products or not. And yeah, as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.